Am I the asshole for refusing to buy my daughter new bed sheets and blankets? My 54-year-old male, daughter, 16 female, has some perfectly good bed sheets and blankets. My girlfriend, who I am engaged to, has started the process of moving into my house. She has a 14-year-old son and a 21-year-old daughter. Her 21-year-old daughter will only be staying over sometimes on weekends, but the rest of the time she's away at college. However, this weekend, she drove to our house from her college campus because she wanted to see her mom's new house. She initially was just going to stay for the afternoon, but afternoon turned into night and her mom didn't want her to make the hour-long drive back to campus when it was dark out. Her brother's room was all set up, but the room that we're converting from a guest bedroom to her bedroom when she stays over is still under renovation because my girlfriend's daughter is still looking over catalogs and can't decide how she's going to decorate it. She goes into the guest bedroom and says the bed does not look comfortable and she'd rather sleep on the couch. My girlfriend says to her daughter that she will not be sleeping on the couch. My daughter was at my mom's house for the weekend and she has a pretty comfortable bed, so I offered that bed up to my soon-to-be stepdaughter. She spends the rest of the night in the room and goes back to college in the morning. My daughter calls me into her room today and shows me the blood stains all over her sheets and also on her blanket. My daughter angrily says the blood is, quote, like still wet in some areas. My girlfriend comes in and says, quote, oh, yep, I can smell it from here. I think I know what's going on. She shakes her head and says that her daughter hates wearing bottoms to bed, and that includes during her period. She apologizes to my daughter and says she'll speak to her daughter about it and leaves the room. My daughter says that this will be impossible to get out of white sheets and her blanket and said she always sleeps with a towel when she's on her period. I tell my daughter that we shouldn't let our tempers run wild here and that she's done laundry before so she can do it again and that her soon-to-be stepsister is family now, so there's nothing gross about it. My daughter asked me to take her to Bed Bath & Beyond for new sheets. I didn't get why she was so grossed out because she was also a girl, and I assume desensitized to period blood. She also personally wiped up her mother's vomit and blood when she was sick, so I don't get why she couldn't clean her sheets just this once.
This is an easy one.
Oh, God.
Right?
I mean, maybe.
Somebody better be buying their daughter new sheets. It's simple. She doesn't have to go, wash the sheets. Someone else do bedding to this kid.
Absolutely. But here's what OP says. So I told her to just let it go and that I wasn't asking my girlfriend's daughter to come back just to do laundry when she stays over. She'll probably have a set of chores too. Am I the asshole? He doesn't want to buy her sheets.
Oh no, he is the asshole. He's got to buy. He's got to buy her new bedding, new sheets, and also has to tell his girlfriend to please advise his daughter when she comes, bring her own sheets.
Absolutely disgusting. Just because, the whole comment too, oh, you're a woman, you're desensitized to period blood.
Right.
What the?
I mean, you've known me for a few years. What would I have done in this case? There wouldn't even been a discussion.
You wouldn't have let anyone sleep in my bed because you know how mad I would have been.
Well,
true.
I would never let anyone sleep in your bed anyways.
True.
I mean, it's your bed.
You've asked once or twice.
If you were gone for a month and I had guests and it was a guest room to me, I would certainly not use your sheets. I would get fresh sheets. It would not involve you.
Their skin cells are still shedding all over my mattress. That's gross.
Through the mattress pad and everything else?
Yeah.
And it would
That's
all
why
be
they
washed
say
before
you
you
need-
came back?
That's why they say you need to get a new mattress once every 8 years.
It's like when you go to a hotel.
Yeah, but...
I mean, you go to a hotel, I mean, everything's changed and it's fresh.
I don't know. You want some random person sleeping in your bed?
What, do I want... I mean, if I was out of town and I had guests, or if I had guests and I was in town and they needed a nice room, I would give them my room and I would go sleep on the couch if I needed to, or on the other bed. I wouldn't care.
I do that for family. I've definitely done that for family.
I'll give you a wonderful example. My friend Krista and her sister are coming to town. And I know fully that I would say, here's my room, here's my bed. Go, and I would get new bedding, new sheets and say, go to it. And I would feel nothing about it. And I would wash everything when they were gone and return my
Yeah, but
thing.
I think the whole free bleeding and not wearing bottoms to bed.
Well, that's what I mean. That he was up by not saying immediately, I'm going to fix it.
Yeah.
It's his job to fix it.
Dude's an idiot.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I can't even imagine. I would be moving out the level of disrespect.
Well,
and just to be
I
like,
think there's a discussion that has to take place and be a responsible discussion.
this dad's a idiot. I don't think anything's going to go and stick in between those 2 ears of his.
Well, one can only hope that that if they can have a decent, smart conversation, they can make progress.
True. I'm still a little confused though when they said you cleaned up your mom's.
One has nothing to do with the other.
Right, but
Yeah, I'm sure the mom was sick, cancer,
But-
and just trying to use it as an example of like she was comfortable doing that. Why isn't she comfortable just cleaning the period sheets?
She shouldn't have to.
it's very different too.
She shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
That girl should have made sure that place was returned. Look, I go to people's homes and I stay at their homes and they give me a guest room. I make sure before I leave in that morning that all the beds are stripped and everything's brought down to the laundry and it's ready to go into the washer if I don't put it in the washer myself.
Yeah.
That's etiquette. Take
Yeah.
care
I
of
mean,
it.
do you think she knew? She had to have known.
Yes.
Oh God,
You don't just wake up in a puddle of blood and not know.
So is she just used to like, oh, I'm gonna go sleep over at my friend's house and then just leave it?
I guess. I don't know.
Like,
It's so disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I just can't even imagine because if it leaked all over the bed in like a big puddle, it's on her and her legs and just bleh. So she definitely should have put a towel under her.
It certainly sounds a little bit like Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's really something. But yeah, he's the asshole. He definitely needs to buy her new sheets.
Absolutely.
100%.
Let's write him a letter.